90-Day Fiance, Andrei plotting to leave Libby and put the blame on her? The world of 90-Day Fiance has never been short on drama, but few couples stir the pot quite like Andrei Castorvet and Elizabeth Libby Pothast. From the moment fans were introduced to the fiery Moldovan and his outspoken American wife, their storylines have been filled with heated family clashes, financial struggles, and questions about loyalty. Now, whispers surrounding the couple suggest a potentially explosive twist, speculation that Andrei may be plotting to walk away from his marriage, and worse, shift the blame onto Libby in the process. As reality TV watchers know, appearances often tell only half the story, and with Andrei and Libby, the surface tension hides layers of conflict that have been simmering for years. Could this truly be the beginning of the end for one of TLC's most polarizing couples? A marriage built on conflict. Andrei and Libby's love story began when they met abroad and quickly fell into a whirlwind romance. The couple tied the knot, but even in their earliest 90-Day Fiancé appearances, red flags were apparent. Andrei's bold personality clashed with Libby's large, opinionated family. Every family gathering seemed to turn into a battlefield, with accusations flying, voices raised, and Andrei often positioned as the outsider. While Libby has often defended her husband, fans have noticed the toll it has taken on her. Between trying to keep the peace with her relatives and managing Andrei's unyielding temper, she has often appeared caught in the middle, a role that has left her emotionally drained. Yet, despite the chaos, the couple has remained together, raising their daughter Eleanor and later welcoming their second child. Still, beneath the milestones, resentment seems to have been growing like a shadow over their relationship. Andrei struggles with control. One of the key themes of Andrei's portrayal on the show has been his ongoing desire for control over finances, family decisions, and even the way Libby navigates her career. Fans recall countless instances of him dismissing her aspirations, arguing over money, and demanding she side with him against her own family. Over time, this behavior has not only frustrated Libby but also fueled tension between the two. Friends and followers of the show have long wondered whether Andrei's intensity might eventually push Libby to her breaking point. Yet now, the latest speculation hints at the reverse. Rather than Libby walking away, Andrei could be preparing to make his exit. What makes this development even more concerning is the possibility that Andrei might not simply leave but instead paint Libby as the one at fault, turning the narrative to protect his own reputation. The blame game. When examining the couple's past interactions, the idea of Andrei deflecting blame is not far-fetched. He has often shifted responsibility onto others, particularly Libby's family, for the couple's struggles. From accusing her siblings of meddling to blaming her father for financial complications, Andrei has made a habit of presenting himself as the victim of external forces. If he were to decide to walk away from the marriage, many believe he would continue this pattern, claiming that Libby failed him as a partner, that she sided too often with her family, or that she neglected the marriage in favor of her personal ambitions. In short, he could attempt to rewrite the story to shield himself from criticism and garner sympathy from fans who already see him as misunderstood. This prospect raises a troubling question: if Andrei does leave, would Libby once again be forced to defend herself, not only to her family but to the public as well? Libby caught in the middle. Throughout her time on 90-Day Fiancé, Libby has been portrayed as a peacemaker, often trying to balance loyalty to her husband with love for her family. Unfortunately, this has put her in impossible situations. Her family's constant criticism of Andrei has left her torn, while Andrei's demands for unwavering support have often made her feel trapped. If Andrei truly is planning to exit the marriage, Libby may be left in one of the most difficult positions of her life. Not only would she face the emotional fallout of separation, but she could also become the target of accusations. Being portrayed as the one who failed could tarnish her image, especially in the eyes of fans who may not see the full picture behind closed doors. Signs of a brewing exit. So what evidence suggests that Andrei may be preparing to walk away? 1. Increasing frustration with Libby's family. Recent seasons have shown Andrei at his wits' end with the Pothast family. His unwillingness to compromise could lead him to decide that leaving Libby is the only way to free himself from their influence. 2. Financial tensions. Money has long been a contentious subject for the couple. Andrei's career has had ups and downs, and he has repeatedly expressed frustration with Libby's financial dependence on her family in the past. If he feels unsupported, he may see separation as his escape route. 3. Shift in power dynamics. As Libby has grown more confident and vocal, she has begun standing up to Andrei more often. What once was a dynamic of control may now feel like a challenge to him, potentially leading to resentment. 4. Narrative control. Andrei has always cared deeply about how he is perceived. By framing Libby as the one at fault, he could try to maintain his strong husband image while sidestepping accountability. What this means for their family. The couple's 2 children add another layer of complexity to this potential split. If Andrei and Libby part ways, custody battles could become a painful reality. Given Andrei's fiery nature and Libby's close family ties, negotiations could turn ugly fast. Both would likely fight to keep their children close, raising concerns about how much conflict the kids would be exposed to in the process. Moreover, fans worry about how public such a breakup would become. 90 Day Fiance stars rarely get the luxury of privacy when it comes to personal issues, and a separation this dramatic would almost certainly play out in the media. For Eleanor and her sibling, that means growing up in the spotlight of a fractured family, something no child should have to endure. Fans divided. Unsurprisingly, speculation about Andrei leaving Libby has split the fanbase. Some viewers believe Andrei has always been too controlling and that Libby would be better off without him. Others argue that Libby's family meddling has been the true source of their problems, insisting that Andrei deserves credit for standing his ground. If Andrei does attempt to shift blame onto Libby, fans may find themselves embroiled in heated debates about who is truly at fault. Social media has always been a battleground for 90 Day Fiancé discussions, and this situation could ignite one of the show's most intense fandom wars yet. The bigger picture. Beyond the drama of one couple, this storyline highlights a recurring theme in 90 Day Fiancé, the clash between cultural differences, family expectations, and personal ambition. Andrei and Libby's struggles reflect the challenges of blending 2 very different worlds, made more complicated by the constant presence of cameras. Whether or not Andrei follows through with leaving, the mere possibility raises questions about how much reality TV influences relationships.